I'm still showing up. If there are certain things that need to be headed. Not so long ago, I was heading. So for the bank, we have something called a lexicon, our acronym book. My name is Thabo Moyo, and my current role is I'm an engineer, BSD. So BSD would simply mean that business support and development. So I'm a business support development engineer in global markets in Munich School. Well, this was last year in February. So this was February 2023. So reflecting on it, there was a ton that we learned from soft skills. And I think the best part about it is I'll maybe section it into 3 categories, right? The importance of establishing yourself in the business. And a big part of it is, there was this emphasis on you need to show up. So you need to show up it's a broad term, but simply just means establish yourself in the business. If there are things you need to take those things up. If there are things that need to be headed, you can raise your hand and get to those things. Maybe the last one would be the importance of establishing meaningful relationships or rapports within the corporate space. And how that was emphasized for us was we would have these presentations where we need to be in groups, and through those groups you need to cooperate, obviously, and you'd need to work with teammates. And through that, you realize how important it is not only that you work with other people, because obviously 2 heads are better than 1, but you also realize how diverse people are, and not only in their problem solving, not only in their thinking, but also their theoretical framework on how they actually approach certain problems. So we started with the graduate program. We would go through rotations. Now I'm permanent, yes. I'm still showing up. If there are certain things that need to be headed. Not so long ago, I was heading. So for the bank, we have something called a lexicon, our acronym book, right? They wanted someone to head it on, whereby we take certain acronyms or abbreviations that are part of the bank that a lot of people do not know, and we compile or collate one book for that so that anyone can look it up. It makes it easier for incoming grads. It makes it easier for us too, right? Because the certain abbreviations I might not know that right? Even though we're in the same space or in the same division. And I was like, I'll raise my hand. I was like, I'll take this on. And it was a success. So I'm always showing up. Communication was the biggest one. So we would have constant presentations for the Giving Wings program. And I've realized how that has helped when I had to give presentations at work, because we'd have end of rotation presentations. But above that, we'd also have presentations when it came to content, right? So just the skill of being able to stand in front of people or present to people is something that not only needs to be nurtured, but was emphasized by Giving Wings. Then the other one, which I've constantly been alluding to, is just being able to show up, just doing your best and looking forward to being a better version of yourself. So there's a quote that I love, which I wrote, which I think encompasses everything, and it's great because it relays or it touches on a very subjective experience. So I posit the greatest and most noble pursuit is that which means you've ultimately mastered your life, right? That is what the quote is. And what that basically means is, how do you envision your life to be, right? You have that vision, because we all have visions in our heads of the kind of people we want to be, right? The kind of person you want to be. So taking that into consideration, work towards achieving that, right? And once you've achieved that, it's the most noble pursuit, that you've mastered your life. And what mastering my life means might be different from you. So it really gets a person to think about what they want and what they want to achieve. But maybe to add to that is, things such as relationships are very important. Know who's who in the jungle, especially if you're starting out in corporate, because it's such a big organization. So you need to know the people that are relevant in helping you grow. I'd say what's also important is just try to go out of your comfort zone, have fun, and have the best time if you can.